What was that? What up, guy? Andrew Tate leaves DJ Academic speechless with this epic rant. Let's get into it.
Let me tell you something. Revolutions are nothing more than a bunch of men in one place. It's not women, it's men. If you put enough men on a city square pissed off, a revolution happens. That's what the people in charge of the world are afraid of. So to make sure there's no revolution, what they do is they construct as many divisions amongst the peasants as possible. They make sure the blacks hate the whites, the men hate the women, the Republicans hate the Democrats, and we're all so busy fighting with each other they can laugh from the top, because there's not very many of them, and there's a bunch of us. I'm telling you, the reason in countries like America, the reason the law is so destructive against men is very, very purposeful. They don't want you to feel like a king. They don't want you to feel powerful. You wake up amongst 3 bitches, if you have fucking 10 sons from 10 baby mamas, you're gonna wake up and feel like the man. You ain't taking shit easy. If you wake up on your fucking 3rd year of a sexless marriage, paying taxes, and your kids don't even listen to you, you don't really feel like rebellion. You don't have it inside of you. This is why there's so much fucking male suicide. This is why men are so depressed. This is why everyone's so unhappy, because the life they try and create for men, the things they try and purport, the ideas they try and make us subscribe to are depressing. They want you as a tax slave. They want you as a tax slave. They want you in a sexless marriage with some old fat bitch who hates you. That's what they want. Afraid to leave because they'll take your house and destroy your life's work.
Low key, I feel like he's speaking facts though. There's a really big, high percentage of men that are not happy, especially in the U.S. Like a lot of suicides, a lot of virgins. Like what the hell? What, bro? Like it's like I seen like a chart where like it's spiked. It was spiked of just male virgins. I was like, what the fuck? Like that shit was scary. I ain't even gonna cap. But I feel like you gotta like low key like take his word from it from time to time, because like literally, he lives in a whole other country. There's a whole other standpoint. There's a whole other version of people. There's a whole new society of people. Low key, what he's saying might have people motherfuckers in the U.S. like, what are you talking about? Oh, that's how everybody is. But like, bro, this nigga has money. This nigga travels. Like I tell you. Rich people might be sounding crazy, but that's because they know way more than the average person, because they've done more, they've experienced more, they lived more. You know what I'm saying? Like we only, like especially like the U.S. like people are so. I lived in like a little box, I feel like, and it's like he obviously escaped it. So let's see what's going on.
And they want you to sit there and pay your taxes until you fucking die. This is all done on purpose. None of this is an accident. It's all very purposeful. And in countries which are not like this, in countries where men still have that masculine essence, in countries where they're still in control of their own household, when the government tries to become tyrannical, it's far more difficult to do. Because the men get together and say, you know what, women, clean the house. I'll be back in 2 hours. I'm going to tell these guys to get fucked. And that's the reality of it. This is a control mechanism, along with everything else. Everything you see on TV, this is my final rant. Everything you see on TV is a control mechanism. All the shit they put on Netflix is a control mechanism. Telling you that you have mental problems you don't have is a control mechanism. Telling you, you can't focus on anything for 2 minutes because you have ADHD, or you're depressed and you can never fix it. They're trying to control you. They're trying to dampen your life force. Making sure your woman doesn't listen to you is a control mechanism. Making sure you can never leave her without being financially destroyed is a control mechanism. It's all control mechanisms, all of it from head to toe. You have to resist the slave mind. You have to look at it all and understand they are trying to make a slave of you. And when I say slave, I do not mean slave likely. I mean the word slave. They are printing money from the sky, and you're giving up your life for it. If they can create something in unlimited amounts anytime they want, and you'll give up your life and time for that said thing, you are their slave.
Tell me that's not fucking facts, though. Literally, motherfuckers wake up and think, money, 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 money. I gotta get money. When it's a man-made thing, like, be real, be 100%, like, be a whole 1,000. I feel like money is like a control, like, energy that, like, like, if you don't force it, it's gonna come to you. You feel me? But, like, if you keep on trying to egg on for money, 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 that's why niggas be so depressed, be so mad nowadays, just be thinking they broke. Like, bro, life is not about money. If God put us on this earth to just make money, bro, we would all have it. Be real. Like, but it's all about just flowing with it, not letting it control you, because ultimately, if it controls you, it owns you. Like, bro, you can't escape from that at all. So I was like, I'm glad he said that. So like, you can, like, just running towards money day in, day out, it's not gonna do nothing for you. Be 100%. Like, come on, let's be real.
They don't need to use power and control and whips anymore. They just have the money print button. It's slavery. And they need to make sure that even if you know that, you don't feel powerful enough to do anything about it. All of this, every single thing about the modern world was deliberately constructed to get us to a point where they can come along and lock you in your house for something with a 99.9% survival rate, and you're going to sit there and take it like a bitch anyway. That's what all this shit is. Including being in a position where you can't even tell your own woman she's not allowed out with her friends to get fucking drunk with a bunch of dudes. Because you're not even allowed to do that. If a wife comes home and goes, I want to go out drinking tonight, you go, you're not fucking going nowhere. Oh, I want to go out with my friends from work. You're not going out with them men. That's coercive and controlling behavior. Bro, you can't even tell your bitch not to go get fucking drunk with dudes.
They'll call that abusive.
You're an abusive misogynist. You're Andrew Tate. Cancel him. It's insanity, and it's all done on purpose. I don't want anyone to sit here and think this is some accident we've arrived at, or that we're here now and it's no big deal. This is very, very purposeful. When you destroy the warriors of a society, that's how you usher in slavery. First thing the Romans did when they conquered the Greeks is kill all the warriors, all the fighting age males. You leave the soy boys and the bitches, and then you can conquer it. Done. That's what they're doing to us. They're trying to destroy the warriors. So my G's, the ones who are left, don't worry about fucking some pussy. We got bigger fights coming up. We got bigger wars coming ahead of us. So if you want to fuck some pussy, go fuck it. Because I really believe the next 10 years are going to be difficult for men of stature. I really believe that. So that's my
He's not lying.
Came here, delivered the sermon. I'm telling you, it's very few. And by the way, I see Myron over there. He knows he ain't never seen me this speechless and just taking in game ever.
Ooh, just speaking fast, like what I just said, male versions is going on the all-time rise. He just said something about how it's going to be really hard for men to even get some. What the fuck was that? It's going to be really hard for niggas to even get some nowadays. So y'all really might want to put y'all mind to it. Really start thinking and really start thinking for yourself. Society is really pushing a narrative that you have to think of. You have to think by, you have to live by all together. Like, and it's really getting sick. Like, if you don't peep it now, you just never going to see it, I guess. I see. You need to roll up.